Okay, so Spam Risk decided to do stuff. So I'm a little annoyed. But hi, hello. I cannot wait to get a good setup for you guys to where I am using my professional camera. I right now I'm recording because one, I need to make sure I get videos for Monday. Two, I'm kind of in the middle of avoiding someone. They, I don't know. Maybe they could message me some other way. Maybe they messaged me because they're like, oh my god, I saw you on YouTube. Like, hopefully, I can just ignore them long enough and maybe they'll double message me. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna ask my good friend, where do you put your music? I know Brian has sent me, Brian's my husband's name, has, had me listen to it, and I thought it was on the YouTubes, but I just wanted to double check. No, here we go. Text message. Pausing it, because, yeah. Yes, perfect. Oh my god. I really thought the person that messaged me through my phone had like an Apple device. Do I just block their number or do I go, hey, what's up? Because I don't know because based on what their mother has explained, that they're literally different. I never had an issue with them being different at all. But to give the small tea, I was like, let's split up for a little bit. I need some time for myself. And I said I was okay with them dating. But I think what it was is they crossed the line with one. I think they were talking to somebody that was too young for them. I understand that you probably struggle with right and wrong, but that just made my stomach feel upset because what did I do? Did I just do a random chain 3? Oh no. I wasn't supposed to. Guys, I was so into talking to you guys. I was just not even focused on my project and I messed up. Luckily, I didn't get that far in the project. It's one, and I think what also bothered me, it's one thing to have relations and shit, but it's a whole nother thing to have a public relationship. Like me and you didn't exist. Like I had to take a break because I was trying to think, do I want to keep them to where I feel like I'm getting distracted in school purposes, or do I want to keep him as my background really good friend where we can flirtatiously talk but not in a like relationship? So this is like really old relationship stuff. This was like beginning of high school, whatever, relationship stuff, and I still don't even know how me and him got together. I don't like Oh, that's what it was. We did theater together, an outside theater situation, and I remember meeting him on the elevator for his first day. It was nice. Him and his mom. And I was like, well, here you go. This is the floor that you need to be on. Bye. I remember that, but I don't even think he remembers that. But yeah, we did theater together, an outside theater thing. I completely forgot about that. Oh my god. Well, I didn't forget about it. I just, so many new things happened. But I will say this. I don't want to mess it. I think it is this. I wanted a break so I could figure out what I wanted out of a relationship with him. And his friend was like this, and I think what put me in like, oh, I don't know if I want a relationship no more with him is because, one, he did what I guess typical boy would do, and that's go, I'm single, let me mingle. But for me, I'm on a break because I probably do want to choose to date you later down the road, and I wasn't trying to date other people, or if not immediately, maybe talk and get to know other people. And I guess my young naive was like, why would you do that? Because I was literally just thinking about coming back to you, and then we were already being public about it, so it was like, wow, I see how you really feel about me. And it was, and I guess in my young teenage brain, it was like, well, you failed my test of, if I say we need a break, will you continue thinking about me and choose me at the end of the day? Because if you can't do that, then we are not meant to be. And I think what also made me go, no, it's because he was like this with someone not extremely younger than him, but younger than him. I don't do that. I already did a thing where I was like, let me get my sister out of a relationship where she's young and he's my age, a year older than me, but still my age. And I'm uncomfortable with an age gap or a weird age gap situation. Like, you're probably in high school and you're talking to somebody that's middle school? That didn't sit right with me. A high schooler talking to middle schooler. Alright? And now that I'm older, I meet my husband. He is my husband. I forgot his age because we might age and stuff, but we have a birthday, we get excited for our birthday and all that. We care about our birthday enough. But once we age, I legit go, oh, how old am I again? And I have to do the math. I have to go in the calculator system and go put in my birth year and then put it in the year that we're in and subtract like the year I was born just to figure out how old I am. Luckily, I have a really good friend that I really want to be in the background playing their music. They're an artist. And I said to him, I need something for your profile because I don't want something random. And I don't want to sit there making a meme emoji. Because I have done that in the past. I'll sit there for like hours trying to make a meme emoji based off my memorization skills. And like, I haven't seen a picture of his face. I mean, the last time I saw a picture of his face was when I had Snapchat. And then I didn't have enough storage, so I had to delete it a couple times so I could update my phone. Okay, cool, whatever. Oh, this is why I cannot wait to get my professional camera situation. Why do I have 3 notifications from YouTube anyway? Clicky click here, clicky click here. Let's see. I will watch your video. I started watching your video. And I probably could play them in the background and just sit here and crochet unless I have a topic to talk about. Yeah, so that was the type of person I was. I think me and my husband, let's see, 8, 9, 8, 9, 0, 1. Yeah, me and him are 5 years apart, but me and my brother are, 3 and a half, almost 4 years apart. So I think 5 is my max. Anybody that's any older than that, like 6 years apart, or like 6 years apart and up, made my stomach sick. It did. That would be like me dating someone that is younger than me with that age gap, or that 5-year age gap, or whatever. I couldn't do, if I wouldn't go below with that same age gap, then that's one thing. But no, him older than me about, and it's not a full year either. It's like half a year. It's a half a year. So I go 9, 0, 1, 2. That's 4.5. That's what I do. It's like about 4.5 years. I'm about 4.5 years. So that's what I go with myself. If the age gap, I go based off the normal age gap between kids. Kids should be about 3 to 5 years apart. That's the biggest gap I will allow myself ever. All right? If I were to settle down, and I have, right? I've settled down with somebody that is, again, 4.5. My parents tell me I was conceived in September, and I would have been born 9 months after September, but I was born a month early. I don't know the exact dates of how early. Yeah. And I feel like it's really rude for me to talk about an ex, but they texted me. Do I go, hey, what's up? Why are you messaging me? Like, do I check in on them? That's what's going on in my brain. Because I know there's, I'm gonna say special ed because it's a lack of better term. So I don't know if they go, because I know certain men or boys will go, hey, are you single? And I'm just like, I am not ready for that. And I tell them that too. I go, hi, hello, what's up? Reminder, married and with a 2-year-old. Like, why you messaging me? Did somebody see me on the social media and was like, hey, you should check up on them? Yeah. Well, still married. Still have my baby girl. still in the most shitty living situations. Job not paying me for shit. I can't wait to get a P.O. box in the future. But it'd definitely be around the time, you know. I probably could give you a random address if y'all want to start mailing me stuff, but like I won't start doing that until y'all start like, commenting, and subscribing. Y'all have to like, comment, and subscribe and blow me up. You know, talk in the comments. Give me a reason to go underneath my videos. I'm so glad low battery mode, when it pops up saying your phone died or is dying, it just pauses my videos. Why can't that be the case for everything? Somebody calls me. I don't have to respond right away. Just let it call until the end. But no, today my phone was like, you got a spam call. Let me do that special thing where you can see, where they can like leave their name and why they're calling. You know, my phone has that feature. Or why can't it be just like a normal notification that just pops up? Like if it's my husband, I can be like, message him. That's why I have this. I have this, so I can be like, hey, I'm on the phone. What do you need? Since I'm so ahead of schedule, guys. It feels so nice to be ahead of schedule. And I'm gonna keep being ahead of schedule. Unless something happens and then I'm like, oh my god, I ran out of the availability to like post videos. Like I'm like, oh no, tomorrow's Friday and I have nothing for next week, you know? I'm gonna just say this. My dad was like, I should have topics of what I want to talk about and like make some key points. Guess what? Oh, Milo. Stop it, big baby. Look, it's my little kitten. Well, then get somewhere. Not in front of my camera. Move it. Thank you. What are y'all not understanding? Not in front of the camera. Y'all just not understanding. Like, I'm a YouTuber. And I'll be going on like, hey, I uploaded. Milo, move it. Move it or lose it. Move it or lose it. See, look, you're messing up my YouTube video. I can't edit my YouTube videos. Big baby, you better sit your butt down. Yep. Sit your butt down. Yes, I gave her a bop on the head. I have to give her a bop on the head or she won't listen. That's how I get her to listen to me. I go bop. Just enough to let her know I said something. Now follow through. The person, I'm blowing up their phone. Luckily I had the weekend to be like, hey, hello. Yeah, but after I'm done doing this video, I know I said I don't know what to do. I don't know if I just let them message me again or be like, sorry, you got the wrong number. They obviously I know for a fact that they like me and all, and want to get back with me. I know that because my Instagram was hacked one day, and they were like, "Hey, baby." And they fell for it hard. I said, here's my number just in case my freaking Instagram's hacked again. If you really, really, really want to get my attention, truth be told. Because I cannot be having this poor child that has a special ed situation all up in his feelings, thinking that I'm available for him. Boo boo, I've moved on since you. Yeah, I had a few probably get back together, because you know, you were the type of person like, hey, we're gonna do a fancy trip to this place, would you come with me as a friend? And you know, sometimes like that is where I'm like, maybe I date you long enough to do trips and see how you are. Because maybe you've grown up, you know? But I've already made my decision. I'm with the man that I want to be with, and he makes me happy. And he makes his daughter the most star of attention that she deserves. Yes, every good couple has their moments. And sometimes we have the moments where we're like, okay, I'm done. I'm out skis. I can't handle it no more. But when it comes to me and him, we may have those moments. But then we look back at each other and go, that's why I love you. And that's why I married you. And that's why I had a kid with you. And so on and so forth. And I think doing the things like having a kid and him getting a car has really put him in the mindset of, let me literally be a better adult than I already am. I need to get back on the connecting with God a little bit, and I don't want my videos to have a whole lot of touchy subject about God, but I do. I need to get in a good headspace to be connected to God again. When I mean God, I mean the Christian faith and the other branches of that. Yeah, the type of where it has Jesus Christ was born on Christmas, you know, that type of God. That's the God I'm talking about. But I don't want that to be the case. I'm just gonna say God in general, because I'm not a polyamorous God person. There is one God person, and that one God has a son named Jesus. Alright, that's my belief. And Mary and Joseph help give birth and help raise them. Besides the point. That's besides the point. I just know that I gotta get back onto that. And I really need to move from where we are. I can no longer live in this type of place. This place is great. It finally gave me what I needed, you know, that home-like feeling. And I'm trying to see if YouTube will eventually give me the things I need to become a YouTuber and get paid. And I'll be paid for being a YouTuber, because I need to get myself a house, you know. But in general, I need to move. I can no longer live here. This place has gotten stressful. You know, they changed companies. Like the person that we would talk to on a daily was like, I'm retiring. And then ever since that, then it's been so stressful, and this is why I want to do more than one job. I'll be doing my daytime job where I work with kids and I work for the school system, and then I do this. All right. Hopefully, I could start, getting out there and just being a part of the YouTube world. It'd be nice. It'd be really nice. Excuse me. I'm not doing it for the fame. Guys, I really don't do these videos for the fame. I do these videos to help build the confidence I never had when I was a little kid. A teenage kid. I had the skills, I just didn't have the confidence. And when I'm making clothing for myself is all the confidence I need, and like showing off the skills of me making something is the confidence I adore in myself. I feel like I talked about a topic and I already made up my mind, like about the guy that messaged me. Like with the guy that messaged me, I still have to make sure that they're not trying to get back with me. I won't talk to them as a normal human being, though. I won't have a, hey, let's have a conversation, Let's talk on a daily. No, because I don't need to get them out the idea that I'm available or I'm depressed and need to get out of a relationship. I don't need that at all. That was my tactic back then. I am a depressed little bitch that needs the love and affection of another person. Boo-hoo, help me get out of this horrible relationship. That was my tactic. And most of the times that was the case. They're not giving me more. Not more, but then every single relationship, we would plateau. Either they wasn't how we were in puppy dog love, but they weren't helping escalate the relationship. They weren't making new ideas to keep me interested. It plateaued for whatever reason. And I was like still as interested in them as I could humanly possibly be, but once the dopamine left the station, because you weren't keeping this relationship interesting, yeah, it left the station. But when it comes to me and my husband, we kept it interesting. We were open relationship. We were a little poly here and there. We knew how to make each other smile and do certain things that was cute, and we both knew that if we didn't feed each other the dopamines we needed, that relationship was gonna disappear. But he would every so often say something on Facebook and it would make me feel better. It would make me go, or we would take selfies, and then there was always something new happening in our relationship that kept my interest. Nobody has done that with my past relationships. Nobody. And I'm trying not to do part 1, part 2s, and I don't want to make an hour-long video. half an hour is long enough for me. And I sometimes go 40 some minutes long. Today's Friday when I'm recording this video. The Friday the 8th. But this won't be posted until Monday. Monday of when? I don't know. Yeah, but like close to 40 minutes long is where I wrap it up. Because I don't have the attention span to be watching a video for so long, even if it's interesting or not. If it's really interesting, I will. And I'll blink and I'll be like, oh my god, video's over? Wait, I sat there for 30 some minutes? Holy moly! So like, yeah. I mean, if I had someone in the background, maybe. What I do know is that if you're like somebody that used to be a part of my life way back when, maybe the beginning of the school year, or like if you knew me way back when I was younger and stuff, if that be elementary, high school, middle school, you know, y'all have the availability to like comment down below, like, hey, love your videos. But if you have my number, in the future, I'm thinking about it, getting me a burner phone so y'all can message me. We can have a little get to know me, like a personalized get to know me. I cannot wait to be able to do a PO box. I'm so excited, but like I won't start doing that until y'all really blow me up. That's how it works. Like, yeah, I've ran out of everything, and it would be unfair for me to watch the YouTube video I chose for the background just to get a couple little, like, what, an extra 2 minutes added on to this video. No. But the next one I do, I will sit here and just continue doing this blanket. And for the video I do for the Whip Wednesday, I gotta get that down. But like, let's see, Saturday, I'll take the time to like do my top. You can kind of see it like right there. Yeah, you can kind of see it right there, just hanging up. So that will always be the Whip Wednesdays, and that would be the Whip Wednesday video that's coming out not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. But that's it for you guys. I love you, and until next time, bye-bye, and ish leave a dish, and remember, like, comment, subscribe. See you next time.